And we are once again live. Hey everybody, welcome back to CoopCouchGaming. All you Coop operatives out there, as well as anybody else that wants to happen to join me on the couch today. Anyway, so I'm fairly confident that our setup is okay. Hopefully the webcam will not go out this time. Hopefully the game won't crash while we're in the middle of doing important stuff. Hopefully we're good. But hey, you know, it wouldn't be CoopCouchGaming if we didn't have technical difficulties, man. Like, every time. Every series has to have some... Like, honestly, I think at this point, every series that we've done has had technical difficulties associated with it. Because we had some with, well, I mean, Dark Souls 1, I mean, our very first series, that was basically a technical difficulty all unto itself at the very start. I mean, we lost the very first episode. We lost our very first stream. But like that whole array of that setup was ridiculous. And then what do you call them? Like, I mean, in Two Gun, what's it called? I don't know. It's Two Gun. In Two Gun, we didn't have game audio the last episode. Let's see, Dark Souls 3. What? I'm sure we've had technical difficulty. In every series, I'm sure we've had technical difficulties. Like, no joke. Like, Halo unto itself, we had, like, what equates to, like, a 3-hour stream of nothing but not being able to play Halo. We are not all that great around here, if we're being honest with you. So if you're expecting to not have technical difficulties, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's gonna happen. And I hope that you're ready to buckle in and experience all of them, because I'm sure it's gonna happen again. Every time. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump back into it. I'm hoping it did save. It did save the last time, like when it crashed. So I'm hoping it kept. I hope it kept well, because like, man, that would stink if we lost any of the progress there. It looks like we do keep it though. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. It's just gonna throw us right back in. All right. Let's go ahead and. All right, Mr. Maskman. Were you able to recover my precious item from that imp? Nope. I don't know, man. I don't think I got it. Oh, you got it. Then listen to me. Please play the song that I am about to perform and remember it well. Alright, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Got him. Dun, 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 dun. Good old Song of Healing. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I am sure it will be of assistance to you in the future. Ah, yes. I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just were. You know, that Deku face having face. When you remove it, however, you will return to normal. You have acquired Deku face! You got the Deku mask to keep as a memento of how people hated you. Literally hated you just because you had a Deku having face. It's kind of messed up, really. You can wear it if you want. It's not advised because people hate Deku faces for some reason. Now, I have fulfilled my promise to you. So, please, give me that which you promised to me. You know, my precious mask. You know, the mask. Give me the mask. Give me the mask. You did get it back, didn't you? Going to strangle this Hylian. Strangle him. Oh, goodness. It do be like that sometimes, though. It do be like that. If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen! Something absolutely terrible. The mask that was stolen from me, it's called Majora's mask. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. I don't know the entire lore or the theory, but I'm fairly sure that the Twilight people had some association with, / were part of that group that, like, the guy that, Majora, basically, right? I'm thinking there's, like, a connection between them and the Twilight Realm, like, the people of the Twilight Realm, at least. Like, that tribe is the group that's now in the Twilight, I don't know. I would have to educate myself on the theory again, but I thought that was an interesting connection, and honestly, it would make sense. I mean, it is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, so it might be real or might not be real. I mean, it's legend. The troubles caused by the Majora's Mask are absolutely not great. The Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. So that's why people are saying that it's connected with the Twilight Realm, because it was, basically cloaked in shadow at that point, right? Like, they threw it into shadow, and it was like, ah, yes, the shadow realm, Yugi. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand up on end. Oh, and now that imp has it. Ow, I am begging you! You must get that mask back quickly or something horrible will happen! I'm begging you! Begging you! You must do this! Really? You'll do it for me? That's pretty cool. You're a pretty swell guy. I was certain you would tell me that. I mean, whether you can or not, that's to be determined, but hey, you'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strengths, but believe! Alright, dude. Sounds like a thing to me. Sounds like a thing to me. That mask. The Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do those horrible things? Well, whatever it takes. We've got to do something about it, right? Hey, Redwind! Welcome back! Yeah, welcome back to the stream. How you been doing? The swamp, the mountains, the ocean, and the canyon that Tail was trying to tell us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside of town. There's one in each of the compass directions. But what do you suppose he meant by the 4 who are there? Like, 4 what? Like 4, I don't know, 4 somethings? I have no idea. I always skip important stuff. Guess we should just go and find out. If we go through the gate straight ahead, we'll be heading into the direction of the swamp. Ah, nice. Some vinyl records. Nice, man. Nice. Oh, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Alright, so let me go ahead and get my bearings here. So we're heading to the swamp first, which is fine. But there's some other stuff in town that I want to do before that. What we can do... Well, what we can do, now that we are a Link, instead of a Deku face happen face, oh, what was I going to do? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, what you listening to? Yeah, now I'm curious, because, like, I mean, they got vinyls for just about everything, but also, some vinyls are just great. We don't need the mayor's residence. Let's see. Let me try to remember. What was it? 5, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. I think. Yeah. Oh, that's not right. Zombies ate my neighbors. Nice, nice. Oh, garbage. I knew that I should have written that code down. I'm fairly confident. 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. Nah, garbage. I should have written it down. I knew I should have written it down. I'm pretty sure it was 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. Ah, there you go. There you go. That's right. If you know the code, then you're a member, right? Okay, here you go. I mean, you could have literally just, like, just punt kicked me out of the way, but, thanks for not doing that. It's like, yeah, I'm the hero of time. I've got places to be. But no, the reason that we're going back in here is because we can go back to the Scarecrow, and it will learn something pretty dang useful. No, we don't need to go to the Crow. What am I thinking? And we can literally just do it right now. Let me just mentally double check. Well, I say mentally double check. Let me just double check the song, because we need to play this backwards. Yeah. Yeah, we got it. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. The good old inverted song of time. This makes it to where I think it goes not quite half as slow, or maybe half as slow. In other words, it's extremely and almost critical to knowing the game. It's essential. It's essential. If you don't do that, then you're really gonna get lost. Like, straight up. Alright, so why don't we go ahead... and... Yeah, we got our little kind of sword here, a little Kokiri dagger. Oh, you just had to hit me, didn't you? No. Turn around. There we go. Yeah. Oh, garbage. There you go. Yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Oh, I forgot the balloon's back. That's okay, because we've got a little thing I like to call a Deku face. Watch this. Deku face! It's a little creepy, but it gets the job done, so, you know, can't hate it. You know, love it or hate it. You know, you kind of have to hate it. But now we don't even need it, so I'm going to take it back off. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and get our magic back. Oh, boop. Nope, can't see. There we go. Ooh, climb the ladder there. Yeah, we got it. You got it. Alright, so... Hello. I have returned. And now I am a human. And now I can play music. Hello. We've already talked to this guy before. Yeah, time will pass. No, I do not want time to pass. That'd be useless for us. Yeah, song manipulate time. I would love to learn it. Yes, please. Play the strange song backwards. Yeah. Okay, and then what we can do, we can play a song for him. Oh, baby! That's a nice thing you got right there. I tell you what, shoo! Let me hear a song you wrote on that thing right there. I tell you what. What, you gonna play? I don't hear no music coming out of that yet. You gonna play or something? I'm literally waiting. Play the song. Alright, dude, I'm playing. I don't know. Boom. Perfect song. 4 different notes. Back to back. And that's it. Wow, oh yeah. That's a nice tune right there. I tell you what, shoo. I know a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate time. I might have already told you about it though. Sure. Oh yeah! You can play it in many directions. It's pretty cool, right? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Okay. Alright, buddy. See you later. It's been fun. I really didn't even need to do that. It served actually no purpose other than to tell you what I already knew. But you know, it was fun. It was still fun while it lasted. And that's what counts. So we don't have bombs yet. Because, well, we don't. But no, ideally we'll have bombs here pretty dang soon. And then, excuse me. Because then we can go and get a lot of money, which is really good in this early game. Because there's a lot of stuff that we need to buy. Well, I say that. What's this kid doing? Hey guy, you haven't passed my test. How can you know my secret code? Nobody but bombers know the code, so why do you know it? Listen guy, you're pretty good. You managed to figure out the code that only we know. Now that's something, I like you. What's your name, guy? Slurmbo, huh? Alright, that skull kid broke our rules and is doing all kinds of stuff. I'm making Slurmbo a new member of the Bombers instead. This is the Bomber's Notebook. It contains the words we live by. Read over it. Do it. You got the useless notebook. So, it's actually kind of handy though, and you'll see. Yeah, 20 people fit in the book. Promise to help them. Mark promises with a promise sticker. Never be late with fulfilling your promises. Whenever you solve someone's problem, make sure you give them a good old happy sticker. No removing stickers. Yep, don't forget the rules. Nice. The Bomber Secret Society of Justice was added to your notebook. You were taught the secret code. This was added to your notebook. See, now we don't have to remember the code off the top of our heads. Which is great, because now we don't have to worry about him anymore. Also, he just ran away. You know, I don't think I've ever done it, but I'm curious of what happens if you have the notebook and then do that scene again. Is he just like, bruh, how did you get a notebook? That's messed up and now I'm weirded out. Well, I mean, we don't really need this anymore. We've done this. Bomber's notebook, Bomber's notebook. Yeah, secret code. That's literally all it is. There's really nothing to it. Really nothing to it. Really nothing to it. Jeez. See what I mean? Like how complicated this game can get. And I remember the first time we played it, like we didn't get that because we never came back to this place, like, and did it that way. So like I remember, like, I don't think we actually did the like half a little excuse me. No, I remember it was really difficult the first time trying to remember everything because I don't think we had the notebook. Which is quite unfortunate given how actually critical you know, actually it's not if you just remember, but the thing is, I've already got enough to remember in life, man. Let alone trying to remember, I don't know, that the Bomber's code is like 5 digits of stuff I don't need to remember. You know what I mean? Nice. Free money. You love to see it. Okay, so one thing that I do need to do or want to do before we get too invested in this particular run. So what we need to do, go ahead and hit you. That activate you, which will come in handy later because we'll be able to warp to that later. We can also save if we want without resetting. So normally you can only you can only save the game if you reset. Is the general rule. So if we can just avoid that entirely, that'd be pretty great. Oh yeah, we're full of rupees anyway. Yeah. Oh. Alright, it's gonna be a little finagle here. Let's see. No. Put your sword away, Link. Or I mean, Slurmbo. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Come on. Alright. Come on. Yo. Come on. There you go. You got another piece of heart. Sounds good to me. Oh, yeah, while we're here, let's also visit the lettuce. Yeah, we'll go ahead and visit the lady in here too. Yeah, good old lady. Hello. I have returned. Hello. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we got a reconstructor again. I forgot about that. Yeah, every time you have to reconstruct her. Because, yeah. And that's the other interesting thing. It's like, yeah, like if you reset, like, it actually resets. Like, you have to do it all over again. So really prioritizing your actions is critical to this game. It's so much just time management. Like, that's like the whole bit of this game. Which is really interesting, and you don't really see many games really play on that. And I've actually said this before. No, I did not. No. Ah, this guy. Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, I did not want to talk to you, man. Just straight up, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I don't even want to get near you today, like, straight up. I'm sorry. But, like, where was I going with what I was... Oh, time is like an interesting thing that you don't really see too many games really play on. You know what I mean? As far as like real time, you know what I mean? Like the real time mechanics for game mechanics, you know? Like, you don't really see it very frequent, and I don't know. I've always... I don't know. I really want games games, whichever, to really take like an idea like this, where like time is critical, and like roll with it, like as like a modern game, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of times it's like time is irrelevant, which is fine because like the idea is like, oh well, you want to be able to have your players play like the full game, right? Like you want them to be able to experience stuff and not miss out. Because, like, a lot of people are afraid of missing out when it comes to games like this. But the thing is, when you have a mechanic like this, or if, say, you were to have a mechanic, if it's not, like, resetting the time, but just have a mechanic and have the game itself be replayable enough to where you don't have to worry about that, you know? It's like, have it where you can do, you know, certain things in a playthrough. But then it's justifiable why you would want to come back and do a second playthrough. And see the stuff that you might have missed the first time, you know? Like, there's definitely a balance there, but like, I don't really feel like many developers are willing to like, try to figure out what that balance is. It's a very risky chance, because you will have people that possibly could get upset about missing out, right? It happens. But like, I don't know, it's such a great idea. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, Tattle, and you, kind young one. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the great fairy of magic. For now, this is all I can offer you. Allow me to ease your weariness as my token of gratitude. Alright, what you got? I'm healing. Nice. Full health. Oh, kind young one. Scattered throughout the 4 temples of this land are broken stray fairies like me. Please find a way to save them and return them to their fountains. Surely they will add to your strength. Allow me to grant you something good, so that you can find the stray fairies and they won't be scared of you. You got the creepy mask! It is a little creepy, not gonna lie. Great fairy mask. You know you're close to a fairy who's lost in a temple if the mask's hair begins to shimmer. Come see me whenever your quest has made you weary. Straight up anime vibes right there. Alright, so let me think. The next thing... Alright, well, what else can we do around town? Because the thing is, I really want to see if we can get the bomb bag. Because I think that we should be able to now. Because we're human, so we can stop the thief stealing the one lady's bomb bag. Let's stop and deposit our rupees real quick before we do anything else. You know, actually before that. Oh, I wonder, we might... this is the trading post. I don't think we need anything from the trading post yet. We don't have any bottles. I don't suppose you would allow us to buy a fairy in a bottle. Yes, I would love to buy this, please. Yep, I don't have anything to put it in. Alright. Can I just, like, buy the bottle itself off of you? That'd be pretty handy. Go to the door, Link! Go to the door! Okay, now we're fine. But no, I think we might need to trigger the lady coming at night. Well, that's probably not true. But I'm pretty sure that the people in here reference it, is maybe what I'm thinking. Cause yeah, cause he'll say, "You're welcome." Cause yeah, cause we can buy a bomb bag, but I don't think he'll sell it to us. Never mind. Alright, never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I think you can get one, right? It's filled with 20 bombs, so that's handy. Alright. Well, that saves us a lot of trouble. That saves us all kinds of trouble, actually. This guy here, he'll sell big bombs, but we can't because we don't have a license. Hey, did you come to buy a powder keg? This is just between us, but I have a huge bomb that this store doesn't even carry. Wonder why he even lets me in here and sells my stuff if I'm just gonna hate on him the whole time. But you know, my product is so heavy, I don't think you carry it. What, you weak? You weak or something? Don't even lift? I'm sorry I even brought it up. Yeah, you're weak. You can't even lift. It's like, yeah, I'm not a Goron. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, if I still had my golden gauntlets from before, bro, I'd be lifting 50 Gorons simultaneously while eating breakfast. We could do that. I don't really think we need to practice the way of the sword. I think we're able to manage pretty fine. Oh yeah, the post office, you can do a quest there. For our purposes, though... Well, I mean, shoo, if we don't need to, we don't need to worry about the dang bomb bag lady, then... we might just be fine. Yeah, we'll have to come back there at night. If our items get stolen, by the one bird, we can buy them back there. It stinks that can happen, but it does. You got a problem? What do you see up there, buddy? What do you see up there? Oh, it's that guy. Hey! What you doing up there, man? What you doing? Huh? The moon? What about the moon? This is only day one. You can't see anything about it. It's the normal moon. It's totally normal. Yeah, can you believe that guy? Hey, apprentice, don't just stand around looking at the sky all day, you dang sky-looking goof. It's like, alright, at least I'm not the only one that's getting hate here. Alright, so let me think. As far as what we can do now, we have bombs. I don't think that really does much for us yet, though. Which is fine. Sure. Okay, well, we're pretty good on rupees again, which is nice. Let me... what's the post office going? That's probably fine. At this point, we should probably just skip tonight so that we can go ahead. While we're here, I might as well just, like, see if I can help the one lady. Because now I'm just curious of, like, what you get, for doing that. So yeah, let me... There we go. Bum, ba, da, da, da. Yes, I would love to proceed to the night of the first day. Thank you. And you might be wondering, ooh, that hardware chug. Oof. Oof. N64 has seen better days. No, I was telling Mitchell because he was wondering about like why we were having or why the game crashed this last time. What you doing, bro?
I'm not doing anything suspicious, really. I'm really not.
It's like, all right, dude. Didn't ask. So I just have to wait until the lady comes out. She'll come out from this side. I think probably our best bet is... I think our best bet's probably going to be not the top one. To jump up here. No, no, no. It's not what I want. No, no, no. No, no, no. Get back. No. Climb. It's good old... Good old... Ah! The garbage. I Z-targeted to him again. Stop Z-targeting. Good old platforming, man. Alright, there. Because now if we just wait up here and chill, we can slide down and apprehend him. Right at the key moment of something. Yes, we are getting it. This, what you guys looking for out there? They're looking for something. They're afraid of the sky demons or something. I couldn't tell you. I suppose you do have aliens in this, so it could just be the aliens. Looking for the aliens. Did I mention there's aliens in this game? Like actual aliens? It's pretty cool. It's actual aliens, man. Ding dang alien heaven. Oh goodness. But nah, it's what do you call them? I'm fairly sure it's the first night, right? Not thinking wrong on that, am I? Nah, it's gotta be first night. I remember you do it like really early on. Unless it's just not late enough. It might not be late enough. Oh, let me see. Good old lady. Yep. Yep. Yep, good old North Blocktown. Yep, night of the first day. So she should be coming out pretty soon then. I was going to say, I remember she shows up like really early on. So like, that dang kid down there. He's gonna do that literally all night. Gotta say, his accuracy though is pretty much on point, not gonna lie. Like, he knows what's up. Like, he is good. Like, he is pretty dang good if you ask me. Like, just destroying that balloon. I mean, he's got accuracy, but he doesn't really got the power, though. That's the one downside. Accuracy, but no power. Unfortunate to be him. Where is the lady? I'm looking for elderly women in my area, and I cannot find them. Where is the elderly women? Oh yeah, the kid's down there, still down there, blasting away at the balloon. Huh? Is he? Now he is. He wasn't a second ago when I walked literally an inch this way. Alright. Well, you know, given that this is taking longer for her to show up than what I anticipated. No, wrong. Yeah, let's go ahead and reset time back to normal speed. So that we can just, like, really just get this this little quest done. Because the thing is, as soon as we do this, I'm just going to reset anyway. Yeah, once this quest is done, I'll reset, and then we'll actually go to the next main area that we actually need to be in. Man, lady stays out real late. Goodness. Like what did I literally looked it up because I mean I know that she comes out. I'm just curious like specifically 12 o'clock. Goodness. Literally 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. What in the world? Like come on, girl. Can't be doing that. Well, honestly, I mean at that point, like if it's gonna be 12 o'clock before she shows up, what we can do, I'll go visit the, what do you call them? The curiosity shop, because it'll be open 2 hours before she shows up. So, we can go ahead and get acquainted with the curiosity shop. Just because we can. All that good jazz. They indeed do like jazz. Alright, so give them literally 5 minutes to open here. No! Open! Let me in! Let me in! Almost. Let me in! Ah! Oh, man. There we go. There you go. That's what we want to see. Thank you. Come on in. I've got the Ocarina of Time. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's literally the Ocarina of Time. You know, from Ocarina of Time fame. That or I've got this Deku face. You want a Deku face? You can have a Deku face. You can have my sword. Well, let's see. What do you want, buddy? Here, you can have the Ocarina of Time itself. Sorry, but I can't sell that here. Are you sure about that? Alright. The man from the curiosity shop would add it to your notebook. I don't know if I want him added to my notebook, quite frankly. He doesn't really do much for me, if I'm being honest with you. Dude does a whole lot of nothing, if I'm being honest. Okay, so now we just need to run our way back to the Fairy Fountain Place. Not actual Fairy Fountain Place, excuse me. Dancing. But now we need to run back here so that we can catch the guy in the act trying to steal an old elderly lady's bomb bag. Excuse me. Gonna cut down some bushery. Good old shrubs. Not to be confused with the good old Deku face having scrubs. Or scrubs. Ah, garbage. Man, stinks that they called me a scrub. I mean, I know I am, but like, not only just a scrub, but like a Deku face having scrub. Man, just add insult to injury, that one. Love it or hate it, you've got to hate it. Okay, so she's almost here. Which is great for us, because then we can go ahead and just get that out of the way. Okay. So, almost there. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, she not coming tonight. Where she at? I don't know. She's somewhere, alright. Ah, there you go. Oh, she's coming through the other way. Oh, yeah, he runs from that direction. That's what it was. Ouch, watch out! Oh, he's stealing literally explosives! Yeah. Yo. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's running. Oh, he's running. Oh, you stop that! Get him! Oh, you're gonna destroy him! Oh, get him! Go get him! Oh, go get him! Get out of the way, guard! He's mine!
Oh, thank you. You almost blew him up. Since he didn't make off with him, I can finally stock bomb bags at our shop. Maybe put them out tomorrow even. Yes, I thank you. It's a dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to throw your own festival or some nonsense that children do.
You got the blast mask! You can literally explode yourself with it. It's pretty great.
Well, take care.
Be careful with the mask that literally explodes. But, you know, whatever. Nice. You guarded the old woman's luggage. This was added to your notebook. Nice. You love to see it. You love to see luggage saving. Alright, well, since it's still night, and while... Actually... it doesn't matter too much, because we can just do this, and it'll be okay. Even if we go over on our money, it's not the end of the world. Because at this point, watch this. Blast mask. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so more or less we can just run on down here, like so. Alright, so... Oh, garbage. I forgot about the dang spider. It's okay. It's okay. But now watch this. You know, I could use a bomb, but why use a bomb when I can use my face? Ow. Dangerous, but effective. Alright. What do we get? Ah, garbage. It was a whole 100? Well, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We did miss out on like 50-something rupees, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yup. Oh, goodness. But man, like, already tonight we're making, like, really... Well, I would say good progress. We're making average progress, I would argue. Like... I figured, like, once we actually started rolling, like, we'd be able to get pretty dang far. Off of, like, you know, a per-stream basis, right? Like... More or less, the game, what's a good way to sort of break it down? Like, each area probably will be its own separate stream, if I had to imagine, as far as, like, the time investment. So, it's likely going to be a thing of, like, the 4 main areas being their own streams, more or less. Like, by the time you, like, actually do stuff. And I'll probably end up doing some side stuff as well, so...
Hey, what's this? You need something?
Sure, I would love to deposit rupees. Remember me? Look at my stamp. You know me. I'm Slurmbo. And I got a lot of rupees. You know, in theory, though, couldn't we just, like, completely bankrupt this dude? Because we're extracting rupees from him that we never put in. So eventually, he's just gonna run out of rupees. Like, if we had 999 rupees... Unless this guy is, like, the bank of the entire world of Zelda, or Termina, rather, like, that's gonna be a tricky. That's gonna be a little bit of a trickster, not gonna lie. Just a little of a tricky. Sorry, I had to turn that off. But, like, yeah, here. Take my rupees! Seriously, that's a lot. Gee! 188. So really, we're really close to the 200 mark, and then we get the bigger bag, which we will likely do the next reset, because like it really doesn't take that long to get rupees. But there's some stuff in this game that takes a long time to get, or not a long. That takes a lot of rupees for. Is a better way to put it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's so good, man. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save, reset. We will lose our bombs, not our bomb bag, which is good. We will lose our bombs, but not the bag. So more or less, you keep any critical items between things. So eventually you get to the point where you don't have to do so much resetting, just simply because you already have like everything that you need. And there are certain actions that you have to take earlier that you then don't have to take later. If that makes sense. For example, having to do, you know, actually now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to go and do the bombers thing again, because I'm curious. Well, A, because I want to get the 100 rupees, which also resets, mind you. I want to get that so we can go ahead and get the big bomb or the big rupee bag. But also I'm curious to see what he'll say if we have the thing again. 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. Ah, garbage. Well, you know what? You know what? Hold up. Instead of just randomly putting in the 3 numbers that I think it is, I've got the notebook now, so 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 3. Okay. 1, 4, 3. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. That's the right code. Don't know how you knew it, but alright. See ya. Yep, I'm out of here. I am out of here now. See you later, even. Something something ouch. Didn't mean to run into you again. Just take up a lot more space than I think you do. Would be a shame if explode. You exploded yourself? Alright, that's fine, it's fine. Exploding oneself is good when you get rupees for it. Man. Excuse me, I'm out of here. Alright. But now this would be good, because then we don't have to worry about, like, not having space for rupees. Like, we can actually get stuff while we're in the next area. So now, oh, that reminds me. No, that's double time. No, I don't want to do double time. I want to do reverse time. No, not double time. No. Oh. There we go. That's what I actually wanted to do. Inverse time. That way, we have more time before everything resets again. Because nobody likes that at all. I can tell you that right now. Yes, please slow the time. Thank you. Perfect. Because now we don't have to worry quite as much about the day just ruining us. Oh, he just doesn't show up. I was kind of hoping, for like consistency's sake, that he would also show up today. Missed opportunity. That would have actually been a really interesting interaction. Not gonna lie. Like to see, like, oh, how'd you get a copy of the notebook? What? Somebody, like, one of the other, like, he thinks that one of the other kids or something, like, ratted him out, and gave it away or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that would actually been a really interesting development. But, you know, they can't really think of everything. And I mean, they've already thought through so much of this to where it's like, you know, I think if it's just one little thing like consistency error there, it's like, the rest is fine. Yeah, you did it. You did a good. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so this guy wants my money, and lucky for him, I want to give him my money. All right, little guy, that's 287 rupees. You've already got 200. What? Here's your special gift. It's the adult wallet. Now you can carry up to 200, so that's good. See, doesn't it hold a lot more? Oh yeah, it do. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there's a one that's even bigger than that, but I don't know. I don't think we get it from him. But honestly, for general use, I mean, 200's usually enough. Like, by the time you go through a whole dungeon or like a whole area, you usually max out. So, no, it's really good that we did that because now that sets us up really well for the next bit. And the next bit is actually us going to the actual first area of the game. So, I mean, first area of the game that's not like the central hub, if you will. Like the little safety net here, the little central hub. Nah, the first area of the actual, like, adventuring game. That's not just the town. You know, honestly though, like, when it comes to, like, D&D and stuff, and I haven't actually talked about D&D for a bit, but, like, the idea of, like, actually having a campaign that's basically set within the scope, and I can go ahead and switch this over here for a little bit while we're kind of wrapping up. No, the idea of a campaign that's set, like, more or less exclusively within, like, the confines of a town is very hard, but very cool if it's, like, pulled off well. Just simply because, like, you do have, like, so many more opportunities for, sort of like the roleplay elements versus, like, oh, I'm on the road and a goblin shows up. It's like, yeah, those are fun encounters, but I don't know. I've always been more of like the roleplay kind of guy when it comes to D&D. Granted, I've only played in basically what 2 sessions, or like 2 groups. You know, like that I haven't been DM over because like I've DM'd what 3 groups now, in total. Granted, you know, they don't last forever. You know, it happens, but nah, I mean the groups were fun while they lasted, and I mean some of them lasted a long time. So, well, no, yeah, it's 3. Yeah, it was 3. But like being able to create characters for the players to interact with has always been one of my favorite parts um about D&D as a whole. And you know possibly why I love like doing little characters and stuff, and that's why I like reading the dialogue when I play games like this. You kind of like develop a character and then you just kind of roll with it, and that character just kind of develops, and it's like I don't know, it's really fun to be able to sort of just come up with characters and things like that, you know, and just kind of personify, even like in this instance, right, like in the game, it's like kind of personifying the characters based on what limited knowledge you know, like the dialogue, for example. It's really, I don't know, that's just been such a fascinating thing with me when it comes to any of that kind of sphere, you know? It's like when it comes to video games, it's like, oh, the dialogue kind of creates the character even if they don't speak. You know, in D&D, you literally create the character even though they aren't like real. They're not physical. They're not something that you can see. They're something that you literally just imagine as a character and then you just roll with it. But yeah, I just find it fascinating. Like even like with this game, and this is where I was kind of going with it. Like the sort of the first quest that you do in this game is all within the town. Like you have to just walk around, talk to the people, figure out contextually what's kind of going on and what you should be doing. And that's just so fascinating because it's just like, you know, they could have just started off this pretty big, right? Like they could have just went, okay, just throw them out into the wild, open world style it. But like I'm glad they didn't because it gives you like this town as like the centerpiece, right? Because the thing is, all of the dungeons are located either north, south, east, west, like immediately as you leave the town, basically. So giving the player a reason to stay in town and like forcing them to sort of learn the town is really smart because then they know that they can come back here and not be lost. Like this is something that they've familiarized themselves with now. So, you know, say they go to the one dungeon, you know, or the one area, and they like, you know, finish that. Oh, okay. Well, now, you know, I have a centerpiece to go back to. I know if I go back here, I can go elsewhere. Like I don't have to be lost here like I would be lost if I went like from, you know, this area trying to go all the way back across. Like it's a really good. It's really good. I like it. The first like quest of the game is well thought through because it does sort of force you to sort of have that like central hub. You know what I mean? And that's why usually with D&D as well, and you know with our last group, the Four Dwarf Inn, you know, we basically open the story with the players, you know, coming into town, and it's like they need a place to stay. They go to the Four Dwarf Inn because it's, you know, renowned, you know, amongst adventurers. And you know they end up getting a quest there. But the thing is, it's like in theory, if they wanted to, after they finish like their main, you know, their first adventure, their first quest, as it were, you know, they could have just like went elsewhere. But the thing is, they went back there just simply because, you know, I'd already established it. And the thing is, it's far more rewarding because the thing is, they're not going back to a bunch of randos. You know, they spent time like in the town. They spent time with the four, you know, in the Four Dwarf Inn. You know, had a lot of good role play session with just like them in the inn and like them in the town preparing to go out, like, you know, buying up resources, things like that. And it's like, I feel like that is like just a great way to ensure that the players like come back to something that's worth coming back to versus, okay, you have the one important person that you talk to that gives you a quest, and then like you can just come back, give them the stuff, and then leave. They actually have like a reason and like know the people in the town. It's like that in a way is more rewarding because the thing is, it's not only are they coming back to turn in the quest, like they're coming back to like, you know, sort of tell like, you know, the good, you know, good old four dwarfs, you know, to tell, you know, the dwarven brothers there, like, you know, their journey. You know, one of the characters even was quite smitten by one of the shopkeep girls at the one of the trading posts. You know, and it's like, you know, he wanted to go and talk to her again. And it's like, oh, okay, you know, it's like, you know, kind of giving your characters enough reason to actually be invested in your world. And more importantly, like, it is good to establish a bit of a hub, right? When it comes to like your quest, like if you can have like a sort of a hub that the players can come back to, it just, I feel like it's good for both the DM, especially a DM that doesn't really have very much time to prep. Because the thing is, you learn the characters as much as what the players do. But it's not only like good for, you know, DM, but, you know, the players, I feel as though it's really good to have a hub like that, simply because then the players, you know, once they do finish a grand quest, they can come back and be familiar with something. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm in a dungeon, there might be a dragon around the corner. You know what I mean? Instead, it's like, oh, I'm coming back. I know all these people. Like, I want to talk to these people. You know, I want to, you know, see what's changed, you know, while I've been gone. And it's like, you know, I feel like that is just such, that is, at least to me, almost as rewarding as like the actual doing the quest and like completing the quest. Like, completing the quest is what it is. Like, you know, if you go slay the dragon or whatever, fine. You know, you did the quest. But the thing is, like, if you don't have that backbone of, like, importance, then it's like, well, what was the point of me slaying the dragon other than the fact that I just wanted to slay a dragon? Because it's cool. You know, slaying a dragon is cool. But, like, you know, outside of that, it's like, oh, well, nothing's really changed. Or I don't really have anything to... I don't really have anybody to tell about this. You know, it happened and then now it's done. And it's like, you know, what's the relevance of it now? You know, we're just going to move on to the next quest and it's not going to stay relevant. But the thing is, by having a hub, you have characters that will remember these things. You'll have people that the players get invested in. It's like if something happens to one of those characters, it's like, oh, I don't want that to happen because like they're like a really cool character. Like they're a cool NPC. It's like I don't want the Four Dwarf Inn to fall into a chasm or something, that's opened up underneath of it. It's like, well, now I'm gonna go and do something about it because I don't want something to happen to it. Outside of just like, oh well, we're heroes, we have to come, stop the monster from eating the place or whatever. It's like, no, you not only have that, it's like, oh yeah, you're the hero, you're supposed to go help but you also have like, oh, the probably hour plus of nothing but talking to these particular NPCs, like that means something, or like the couple of hours worth of just being in the Four Dwarf Inn or just the town in general, like, that's, that builds up reasons why these things are important to the players. It's like, I don't know. It's I don't know. I feel like it's I don't know. It just there's so much cool stuff, man. Anyway, sorry, I've been rambling on enough about D&D and whatnot. I was going to say it looks like it is probably going to be bedtime for me, so I'm probably going to be finishing up this one, and then I'm going to probably be calling it there. It is good old 11:30. Well, 3 minutes still. 11:30 my time, so getting a little tired. But dude, straight up, I think we made a lot of good progress. So, you know what? Hey, I can't complain. I think we made good progress. So that sets us up really well. We did, the first town opening sequence. We got the swamp, the mountain, the icy place, and the good old, what's the third one? Mountains. Mountains, icy place. I don't know, my brain. I'm too tired for this. That being said, thanks to everybody, all you Coop operatives out there. Thanks to all you Coop operatives for jumping by today. Thanks again for the follow, Veno86. Thanks again for that. I always love to see new followers. As well as Red Wing. Red Wing. I'm too tired, man. Red Wind. Thank you for dropping by again too. It's always good to see familiar faces around here too. But thanks to everybody else, that may not have followed yet. Thanks for jumping by the couch as well, and at least watching it for a little bit. Always appreciate that too. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. I shall see you guys next time. Have a good one. Until next time.